Howdy folks, how we doing? Yep, empty cubicle shed means the cows have gone out. This is the 4th day they've been out, only during the day because grass really hasn't grown. Because we haven't had rain, on to the weather already, George, haven't had rain for well over a month, 6 weeks probably, something like that. So yeah, the grass just really, it's grown, but it ain't grown as much as it ought to by now. Anyway, today, familiar theme, we're putting fertiliser on again. So got 11 bags of nitrogen, also on the loader, we've got the bag lifter on there as well. And you're on the front. Same as a little while back, we got the muck grab, because while we're over at one of the fields, I'll push up the muck. So we're just up in the fields we were last time over Seddington Way, and parishes who grow all the veg and everything up here, they're busy fertilising as well. Used to be loaded on the loading duties. There's mate. Herb's low loader trailer and a 6R on the old is it a Coon? No, KV, it's a KV that is, I think. So KV fert spreader, so they're cracking on as well, just like us. So just coming along here now, obviously irrigating, not at the minute obviously as you can see, but have been. Big old things, these irrigators. Look at the size of that reel on there. Just be careful, don't want to run over their pipes. Well, obviously it's a flexi there, so that's not so bad, but the steel pipes, I just don't want to run their steel pipes over for them, like, because they'll be squished flat. The old muck heap over there is just a fair old mountain now for Henry when he comes and spreads it. So I've got 3 bags left. I put the grab on the trailer now. Yeah, got the Ceres bag lifter on the front just to load them last 3 bags. Yeah, crops are looking good, nice and green. Bit of weed in the, you can see in them, you know, does want to get the old crop protection products on, is that what they're called now? Rather than sprays, that's what they're called, crop protection products, CPP. Yeah, but other than that, the crops are looking pretty good. This is one of the fields we put the drains in last year, if you remember. We had Matt right over with his trencher and his, you know, and he put all the drains in for us, lot. And considering how wet that's been over the winter, this hasn't had standing water on, like, it's been draining, so it obviously did some good, didn't it? So the cows have just been milked. They're busy eating their afternoon tea. We've got a tyre to pump up. She's well flat at the bottom, so it's leaking on the inside of the bead. So we've got company coming out tomorrow just to, well, actually not tomorrow, at some point, to try and reseat it, or clean the bead up, basically. That's where it's leaking around. So if not, stick a tube in it. So but yeah, it's going down about every week. So I just brought the Fastrac round to pump some air in. So we've got the mobile compressor. And of course we've got the workbox on the front. Grab the old tyre inflator. And look, look at that. Is that lot well sexy? Permanent air. So yeah, Fastrac is, I'm well happy with the Fastrac now. Not going to go into too much detail because I'm going to do a dedicated video about like, all the little mods and the front box and everything I've got in there. So I'm going to do that on a separate video because I want to find out what your mods are on your tractors. But yeah, I'm well happy. What I've got coming up as well, the only thing that lets her down at the minute is obviously the spools. The spools are, well, basically buggering about big style. But they're going to be sorted out over the next couple of weeks. I've got Russell Fastrac's coming over from Ireland, and he's going to install one of his electric kits. So, which is going to do away with all the blooming issues I've got. So it'll be electric rather than electronic. So that'll be really interesting seeing how that kit works. Because, I mean, when the slices for these were about £1,000 a go, yeah, it's a lot of money, but you could swallow it. But when I got Oliver's to look into it, when I had all the work done, the gearbox, engine and everything, I said, have a look how much a slice is to get the brown slice working. This was, what was it, last year or 2 years ago, whatever it was, £2.5 grand. So, I mean, that's a lot of money. And you do, you know, say I do the brown slice, £2.5 grand in, and then one of the others goes wrong, because they're all of that sort of age. So hopefully this electric kit that Russell Fastrac's do will be far more reliable, you know, and I'll have 3 spools again. I mean, there are other options as well. There are some companies that offer manual conversions, which is, you know, which I'd be doing that if Russell's didn't have this electric version. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be going down the manual route, because bugger paying £2.5 grand for to get a slice going when there's no real benefit on these for them. You know, you can't program or anything like that. You've got flow control, but that's it. You know, you can't lock on like the modern New Orleans or anything. Like, you can, you know, switch them on and off, and do all sorts of stuff with them. These are literally electronic for no good reason, so I'm not going to lose anything by getting rid of them. So we've still got everything else at the minute. Heifers, young heifers, and we've got dry cows up the end there. So nothing is out properly yet. Like I say, cows are out during the day, but had a good frost this morning, so be a little, well, not a little while, but be a bit before they're out all the time, and probably, you know, these won't be going out for a little bit either yet. So I'm just squaring up some of their silage. For some reason, well, they all do it, they all nose the food out, but for some reason this lot just knows literally damn near everything out. So I forked it all back in, or shoveled it all back in, and this over these 3 bays, this bit here is what I didn't shovel back in, and so I've shoveled it back in, damn near filled the trough, and they've like half eaten it. So I'm gonna put it in the bucket and take it down the other lot. The dry cows there, they're keen for a bit of grub. So, oh, it's one of the old calves off the triplets, isn't you? Now triplets, that must be 4 or 5 years ago now. Still got that the face of a triplet, and I haven't given her any sort of, you know, not paid too much attention to her, but she's just got that temperament that line of cows have. You know, it was originally 33. She was the one that had the triplets, and she was my mate. She's gone now, like, but like I say, this just like this friendly nature is in this line of cows. Because like I say, I've not really had anything to do with her while she's been growing up as a calf or anything like that. It's just us, you know, when I go in here now and again and put a bit of straw down, you come and say hello, didn't you? I knew your mum well, and your grandmum. Yeah, good cow. You'll be a good cow, won't you? You'll be giving some scratches when we get up in the big leads, become a milker. Anyway, we'll shovel this in here, tip that up there, and we'll nearly be done for the day. sorted. Right, we'll tip that out further up for the old dry cows. Look at that for a valve. All the adapters. So this thing here is an electronic changeover valve. So it changes it from 33, what do you want? 34 even. So it changes it from the services there, diverts it down so you can do the locking mechanism. And we follow that wire that powers it, goes in there, along there, and then through this godforsaken plastic carriage thing. And it's the third time now in probably, oh, I don't know, a month that we've had the wires snap in there. Now we've replaced them. It probably doesn't help, we're missing, we've had to lose one of the joiners here, so we're a tiny bit shorter, but you can still boom fully out without stressing the whatever you call that thing. But for some reason, every now and again, it will grab the wire. I mean, you can't see it in there, but it'll be broken in here somewhere, and just pulls the wire apart. So you can't use the changeover valve and, you know, unhook whatever you got on. So this time when it happened, basically happened when I got back to the yard after, you know, filling Richard up the field. Went to flip the thing, blooming errors come up. So this time, bugger it. Gone with the old-fashioned manual changeover. So yeah, this is like the early version. The newer versions have it running inside the boom, but apparently they're just as unreliable as well, and even more of a faff that when they do break, they're inside the boom. So yeah, so we've gone manual. It needs to be done properly. I think we need another couple of links for that lot, but we've been doing it properly, you know. Cutting it, soldering it back together, heat shrink, all the stuff. We even put in a little extra bit of cable just to make sure it didn't pull apart, and then for some reason it will just go tight and pop. But this is all fine. Let me just boom out, you'll see. There you go, see, tracks, you know, got plenty of thing in it, like, and you wouldn't know because it's heat shrink. There's heat shrink there, just in that bit there, and then the rest of it's conduit in there, like, so yeah, you wouldn't know, but I guarantee that's just pulled the wires apart in there for some unknown reason, but left the track all good. So yeah, gone back to manual. And there won't be any issues with that. You know, just turn the tap when you want to have the grab on, like. So, what are you doing, 34? You're a spazzo, aren't you? Yeah, you're a spaz. You're a spaz. Right, anyway, let's get on.